start. Alright, hello, I'm back on the Twitch screen. There's usually chat over here. So yeah, I'm beginning. It is Sunday. Today is January 22nd, 2023. So right now I'm in a creative world. I wasn't sure if to stream today or not. I'm in a bad mood, in a sense. But this is fun and this might cheer me up. So what I'm doing here is sometimes what I do in the natural overworld is you have like ground in the surface, right? So I like to dig out the bottom section and make a gigantic empty hole in the ground. And you can probably look at it by looking at it through like one hole in the surface. And that would let in light from the sky and stuff. But here I'm trying to design a cliff. That other stuff is from something else. But I made this cliff. It's got a water source block there. It spreads out into 3 and then it falls. I designed the cliff so that it is mostly flat from the top. And then down here, once you get to the little patch of grass here, there's actually a 1 block gap behind the waterfall. So I decided this is kind of fun, designing the cliff and everything. And ideas started coming to me, like designing a platform game. So in my actual UnEarth game, or the Sweetheart game, I have designed, there is sections of it that you enter by going into a cave. You can probably make it here. Let me just get rid of the thunder. It always rains for some reason. But you enter it by going through like different tunnels, so it's not a direct access. I'm gonna try to do it this way. I'm gonna try to build a little hill. Whoa, I forgot. Every time I come back here, I gotta reapply the potions. It's just swiftness and night vision. Be able to see a little better. Let's see, the cave the cliff thingy blocks the entrance to the rest of the level. The game itself is kind of like, it's sort of RPG-ish, I guess. I want to have hybrid elements of it. So like, instead of regular RPG like battles, you could have that as an option. But also, I like fighting games. So if you really wanted to, you could switch the settings. And every time you do a battle in the RPG world, it'll turn into a fighting game. Like a 3-dimensional fighting game. Maybe 2D because I don't know how to do 3D stuff. I am learning still. I'm not going to school for this. Although I probably should. So YouTube to the rescue. Alright, that's enough of that. So, we gotta add some stone elements into here. Something like that. Maybe a little bit here. And turn some of these into grass, the surface blocks. Anyway, something like that could work. Now that'll turn into regular dirt, it's fine. Anyway, yeah, so you gotta like maneuver around these cave systems. There's another one here, technically, or I guess a little further towards me. That doesn't make sense, a little closer to me. But, yeah. The games that I'm designing are entirely, like, they're supposed to be low memory. So there's going to be culling, which is, whenever you can't see something on the screen, it disappears from the game. The game doesn't draw it anymore. And that saves a little bit on your memory. And that makes loading a little bit faster and stuff. There's also other stuff you can do that I'm not a big fan of. Like, getting rid of the sky. So like Sacred, for example, would have the camera like this. So like your character is like say this fern is your character. Say this fern is your character. The camera would be like that the whole time. You can never like look up at the sky. You might be able to like zoom in a little bit like this, but there's no actual sky in the game. It's kind of like Animal Crossing in that sense. Alright, so you enter this place by finding a couple of cave systems. Actually, within the cave system, since it is a cave, it's kind of walled off, so you can't really see the sky or the sun or anything, which is part of the storyline, because in there you find crystals that are like light blue in color and stuff. They're very important to the game and the lore and everything. But you can see them like shining through the wall, which gives you the impression that either there's light coming through there, or, well, that would mean it's just an empty wall. Like, it would be like this, and then you could see it from over there. You could see behind the cave. Or that there's actually something there. So light crystals in here don't exist for me. Closest I got to redstone, or maybe the end rods. I don't usually build anything with end rods because I don't find them naturally. I'd have to go to the end. That takes a really, really long time. Crafted using blaze rods. Yeah, I very, very rarely go to the end. So, I don't really use these for my builds. I don't even really know what they look like. Like, how can I use this? It creates kind of like an LED bar. Okay. But anyway, if you enter the cave system, there's vines and stuff all over the place. It's really tall and whatnot. So once you go through here, let's see, make this a little better. Yeah, that works. You go in through here, and then you're exposed to this part. It's a ravine, sort of. It's like a cliff face. I added depth to it a little bit. Very not much, but it's there. They also gotta add more plants here, because all I have are ferns and lily pads. So I'm thinking, right now in Minecraft, you can jump and you can walk and you can sprint. Those are very, very basic controls. But the best way to be creative with something is to limit yourself, I think. So with these very basic controls, like I can't like climb or swing or wall jump, that sort of thing. I can jump and move forward. How can I make a platforming sort of thing using only that movement? I came up with a design over here. These, from a distance, it's a pretty obvious path. You follow the dirt, the grass blocks, and they would lead somewhere. Like for example, this could very easily go in here. And then it would turn, and they would go down, around here, then up. And you would find yourself going up the hill, or up the mountain. There's like a secret path down here, or behind here. But from the outside, from the ground level, the only clue to that would be this grass block. So you had to think, how do you get up there? Well, you could use the abilities in the game. But part of the game is the fact that you are human. It's a super important fact that has so many limitations. Humans cannot jump very high or run infinitely. So you can use technology. You can try to climb. You can use climbing stuff, like different shoes and weapons. You can stab into the rocks and stuff. So you gotta find your way up through here. You go up, and then you find a secret path. Now mind you, this would be like enclosed. So it's not like you can look out into that direction. There's nothing there. Let me just enclose the path a little bit. am starting to feel a little better actually, just from playing this. I was going to play a different game too, but I figured this one has the better chance of cheering me up. So, just do it this way a little bit. In fact, I'll let the night vision potion wear off. Maybe I'll add some torches though. Let's see. It's either redstone or regular torches. I'll try both. And give myself a swiftness. Alright, so if I put a regular torch like here, you should be able to see the light still from outside. So you can see something like that from a distance. And depending on the time of day in the game, you might or might not notice these things. So like I could put a subtle light in there. I don't know how dark the stream is, by the way. So you enter through here. I should add like a tunnel thingy behind the water, or whatever. You can see there's light behind there. So there's probably something interesting. Find your way across. And there's actually something here. Here you could probably add like a deposit of the crystals. The crystals have to have certain conditions to form. So I don't know. It'll make sense in the lore, I guess. Anyway, that's that. I came here for two reasons. Creative. One is to build on this and just to make that fun. But also, in the actual world, I need a building. I need a building to, God damn it. Yeah, I need a building to do a brewing stand. To place down a brewing stand. But I don't know how. Like, I made these over here. Just came up with them. So this is like my row that I have over there. Here is the enchantment place. So it does have three stacks, or three columns. Okay, this is the enchantment place. And then you go up the stairs, and you'll see blacksmithing place. I think the anvil is actually the other way. Supposed to be like that. Also, the anvil doesn't have a horn, or like the two holes on the side for like breaking stuff off. So this is a very, very simple anvil. I don't think the face is even like carbon steel. Oh well. It works, I guess. So yeah, I built this thing over there, and then I had my farm design. I went with this one, and broke this one to have a water column for easy access. Oh, like that, basically. This I was working on, but so far I just have the bottom section. The top section, it needs more work, and I'm not really happy with the design, so I might change it a little bit. Because from the outside it looks very square. It looked a lot worse before. But maybe I'll come up with something. Anyway, this is supposed to be an observatory where I drank water already. And I only slept like 5 hours, so it was a busy day yesterday. So this isn't supposed to have a certain like pattern or anything. Anyway, the observatory works like this. Let me set it today. So the sun travels across the sky. I forgot to turn on the cycle. The sun travels across the sky. No matter where you are in the world, basically, you can look straight up and see it. So that's the point of this. As the sun travels, like say that cloud is the sun, I have to stand here in the middle. As the sun travels, it'll go through these glass blocks, and each one represents a different time of day. So for example, I don't have any meaning to it. You have to make the meaning yourself. If the sun's over here, that means it's morning still. It's not the middle of the day yet. So you have ample time if you need to run somewhere or go mining or whatever. If the sun's over here, you know it's past midday. And you don't really need this at all, because you can use a clock, obviously, but also you can just look up at the sky. Once you get used to it, you know how long the sun takes. And this is the same idea, except taller and really far away. Let's start off with this dark oak thing. These loops, I got inspired a bit by the Mayan ball game, where you hit a rubber ball, with your waist and whatnot through hoops that are built into the ground or built into the stadium. So if I add really tall towers like this and add different loops in them, eventually the sun was going to go down and pass the loop, like through it. And when that happens, that's when I know what time it is. So then every loop would have a different meaning. Like up there could be whatever number. It could be 3 p.m. Then back here it's like 5, and then 7, and then it gets nighttime at 9 or something. And then it would be bedtime. So by the time the sun enters like a bottom loop, then I know I can go to sleep. The same would be true for the moon, but I always go to bed, so because I have villagers and I don't have a way to defend them yet other than torches and my sword. So I always go to bed just to make sure they're alive, as my economy depends on them. And here's other designs for it. Here is a somewhat taller design. This one that just has a different roof at the side here, and this one is actually a double one. Ignore these parts on the bottom, the feet. But this is a double one. I did that so I could create this thing in the back. This would be the same general idea as this one, as the sky. So like right now, let me stand in the middle. It's early morning. And as the sun passes through, more time would pass. And I could tell, like, if it's in the middle of the glass, then I gotta hurry if I'm gonna do anything with sunlight. And it does pass through here, but it's not very helpful at all. If anything, it's just natural light, which is why I designed this random thing. I didn't really have anything in mind, but looking at this, I imagined like a really enormous castle. So that's what I kind of did a little bit. I added like stairs to hold the glass and stuff, and some support beams. They're supposed to double on this side, but I didn't bother. Sun's still there. And these monolith thingies are also important. They were part of a dream I had, but like I already built this thing in a different world. This bridge thing. It's not complete. It's missing the walls on the sides, and the decoration at the bottom here. This one, and the pillars in the middle. So I only have like the corners and the platform between them. So it is a functional bridge. It just needs more decoration. I didn't get around to that. And above it, well, below it, first of all, there's actually a ocean monument down there. That's why I built the bridge, to kind of enclose it. And above it, I decided I would make this thing. It's like a diamond in the sky or whatever sort of thing. But I decided this would be the best design for it. Having dark oak as the majority of the face, and then having these, what do you call it? Stone bricks as highlights, basically. So a lot of it would be dark brown like this, and then stone would make up like the corners or the edges. it'll make it pop. It'll look cool. And up here, I've been messing around trying to make something like this in the sky. I know what I intend to do. I just can't do it. And also, these are like redstone note block thingies that are supposed to create some kind of beat. And I tried timing it, but not very good with redstone. Okay, the sun's over there. Still not setting yet. I'll give that some more time. In the meanwhile, I'll place down a couple more flowers. Not too many. Definitely a couple. Like this one back there. Let's see. I'm gonna pause the, what do you call it? The daylight cycle when it gets in the sunset type of thing, because that gives me enough time to actually it gives me enough sunlight to actually see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, so the waterfall goes here and it flows into like this river thing. It's supposed to extend a lot longer, but I did this in like a couple minutes, and it actually goes under here, and you're on the other side, which coincidentally goes underneath the stairs that I built. So as much as you can reuse assets and stuff in the game, the quicker it goes. But assets already exist as part of game development. Like, you could go to the store, technically, and use the assets for your own games and stuff, which is why, like, a lot of horror games have, like, the same house in them. Like, the exact same house with the same layout and everything. Because you just get it from the store, you download it, and then, like, you put it in your game. And there you go. You're done. You just add physics to it, if that. And I don't like that type of thing. Well, the sun's a little too high up, but it's really too high up. And eventually it'll go across the sky, like through that loop over there. But I realized I made the loop too small over there. So I figured that this here would be the optimal distance. If I make a block, or like a solid block, like this, that is 3 by 4. So it goes up from this glass to this glass. That would cover up the sun at that distance. You can create an eclipse that way, but there's no shadows here, so it doesn't really do anything. But if you were to make an eclipse, that's how it would work. Still not going, well, it's kind of going through there. I'll just stop it there. Also, they didn't come up with a way to light this thing, but whatever. Okay, so this cliff thing doesn't actually exist in my normal world. If I were to build a hole in the ground, actually, let me focus on what I actually need to do, which is a brewing stand place. So I can do that, I guess, over here. The way things are laid out in my world, it's literally like this. I have these two buildings. They're incomplete, but they're there. They work. They're functional. And a little road, and then this thing. Like, this is a lot closer. And the chicken thing is not there. So maybe I can't really extend that way because that's where the mine is. I can't extend this way, but that would be a building. There's these two buildings over there. this one, basically, I think. Actually, no. Oh yeah, this was supposed to be a lobby. I never actually built the little desk here. I just made the giant building with the stairs and everything going all the way up. But I never actually put in like the furniture or windows. I just built the skeleton. By the way, the reason I didn't do that stuff is because I don't have an inventory. I have this inventory and the bonus chest. That is it. That's the only way I'm building these things. Like, not here in creative. Over there in the survival world, I'm not using a double chest at all. I'm using one bonus chest that I got when I started the world, because sometimes I need stuff like that, like the saplings for the jungle trees or melons, because they don't exist in the world. They're kind of rare. That's why I use it. And that's the only chest I have in the game. I never made one. But oh well, let's see. This road extends past to the villagers. This thing has a view to the villagers. So maybe I can add it as part of like the nether fortress here. Like, this is real. This actually leads to the nether in my world. Maybe I can have like a way going up, and then up here would be the brewing stand. That could work, I guess. It'd be a bit of a large area though. I can decorate it probably with something. So let me break the half slabs and put in the regular slabs. I'm probably not going to need night vision anymore, which does open up another slot in my hotbar. Alright, so if I'm going to make a roof, it should be this high up. Like that. This isn't really a platforming game anymore, but I'm thinking. For platformers, it's all about patterns. Like, I don't know if that's entirely true. I never went to school or listened to YouTube videos about how to do game design. This is just me. Well, a little bit of game design, but that's only for like characters or something. And it's not relevant here much. It's only relevant in a few ways. Let me switch this out for stone bricks. So, the characters are important in the different abilities they have. For example, me, I'm sort of based on my actual self, where I can't really like communicate well with animals because I never grew up with animals, and I don't really like have a natural liking to them like some people do. Some people are animal lovers. Not really me. That's for other people. So in the game, I can't every animal basically would be hostile to me, or I would consider them hostile. So that sucks because, wait, hang on. If I were to add a wall here, it would need support, and it doesn't have any unless I add support here, like adding stairs or something. But that kind of makes it look too closed in. So otherwise I can't add a wall there, which forces me to add a wall here because that is supported, and that doesn't reduce the footprint at all. It also ends up making this thing look really square. Let's get a little bit more creative with this. Instead of that, what can I add under here? I need to create the base of support before I can build up. So maybe I can add, since there's vines here anyway, I could add stairs here. And then change this texture. So like, stair would be there. And this texture would be still stone bricks, I guess. So maybe this is the texture that needs to change. It should be here. I told you, it always has rain or thunder. I'm not even in a rainforest biome or anything. What gives? Alright. I could make it a little bit more economical for me and add different wood here. I have acacia, but right now I'm using dark oak, so probably best to continue doing that. So let's see. I could change these stairs. What happens if I like expose this side? What the hell? Like put stairs there. I'm not sure I like that. Okay. So what I'm saying is this. Add support beams. Go all the way across. Like that. This would be here. Oops. Yeah. Fix that. As I was saying, for platformers, it depends on what your character's abilities are. So most humans cannot jump very high and are kind of out of shape. So it's a limiting factor, and part of the game is also like escaping reality. So it's not as fun to have like your actual character be you. You kind of want it to be better than you. So it's a balancing act of that. Okay, if I do it like that, it would reduce the weight because now I can use slabs. Grass blocks are really easy to get. Whoops. Here we go. You could do it like this, maybe. And then up here, basically, I would have this area that is supported. So I can put anything on these beams, including a wall. I could extend them to be a bit bigger, but that's fine for now. So if I have this here, I should probably, well, I'll fix that from the outside. Okay, where can I put a brewing stand? I'm going to need like a table. So maybe I could take aspects of this over here with the windows and stuff. This is the same orientation as my actual world. So like the sun does set over there. Okay, so like I could have a table here. Kind of like, I'll make it like that way. Yeah. And I guess I can have a stone wall here. It's not really held up by anything, but otherwise I'd have to put it on the wood block right here. Maybe I can reduce the weight by adding glass to it. So like, whoops, move everything over a bit. Look for glass. Pane should work fine. Let's see here. Maybe I can do some kind of diagonal thing. Like, build it this way. And then turn around. Like that. From the outside, it doesn't look that bad. So I'll just change some of these to have glass. Let me switch these around. Glass panes here. Let's go with 4. So 1, 2. Yeah, one more should do it. that's one like window thing. And this beam is actually not supported by anything either. Maybe I could add stuff here. Or actually, hang on. There's a solid wall here. So if I were to add stairs to hold this up, they would have to be all the way across. Which I guess is fine. Yeah, that works. Anyway, I did have a question actually. Every day or so, I stream. Oh, it's pretty much been every day, from what I can tell. Ever since I started. Which was like before Christmas. In 2022. I don't know how much before. A couple days before. And pretty much every time, there's always a viewer. I don't know who it is. And I thought I knew. But no. Turns out it's not them. So I have literally no idea who it could possibly be. Should I add more like stairs going this way instead? I'll leave it. I have literally no clue who it could possibly be. Oh, I know. Not who it is, but I can add a canopy, like one of these things, or what do you call it? Like this one. All right, let's see what I can do. So this thing is on the wood, so like that. It's 4 tall, and there's another one here. I can just do the basics here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 away, right here. Like that. It's actually 5 blocks tall. Okay. This can work. So then from here I just need to create a roof. Let me check something on the stream. Everything's fine, I think. Also, battery 15%, so I'll plug that in. Hang on. It's right. The charger's right here. I'm using a laptop. I had to buy the laptop in order to stream. I only had a Chromebook, no Windows thing, and I told myself I needed Windows for OBS. I also didn't have a capture card, which is a little more important. Alright, so let's do this way, I guess. Like these are the 4 or the multiple corners here. I can probably do an arc on these. Something like that. That works. Might be a little short for that, but it works for now. For same deal with this, probably. Yeah, that's in place. There. There. Huh. Actually, it needs a little bit more. Okay. I have slabs somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Like, those are the wrong type. I don't have slabs anywhere. Gotta get them. They're right there. Could've used these. Okay. Let's keep it the same height. So that's there. I guess I'll keep this the same. So that means I need to add more height to this. Yeah, one more should do it. I have a bunch of other games too. Okay, so that's that. here I can probably... I'll create an arc going this way. So I think it starts there, and then it starts there. It's the wrong direction. Like that. Always gotta change that. It's also really hard to push down on the D-pad. It's new controller. Gotta break it in. Okay. I'm not sure I even need these walls there. So there's no real way to connect these together. Like, I guess I could do something like that with slabs. But it doesn't really seem necessary. Let's just add the important part, the actual brewing stand thing. I want it to be on this side. So maybe connect this and add some space there. I'll add a little bit more. Make it a slightly bigger table. Maybe change a little bit of it. No. It's also too big now. Something simple, I guess. And then add some lighting effect to it. So it's not gonna have a window or anything. Could well, it could have a window. I guess it could. I could like do something like this with the stairs and have a flat area for glass panes. But it doesn't really seem necessary. Let me get a brewing stand. It should be in tools? Yeah. It's not here. Miscellaneous? There it is. If I put glass here, it wouldn't really like connect well with the stairs. I could add depth to it though, and add like a second layer over here. Like for example, this here, like that. And the same deal with this. Well, let's see. I could just put slabs up here probably. Let's see, can I connect these? What if I do it on the inside like that? That could work. So facing the inside. It's always tricky doing glass like this. Good thing I got a silk touch with me in the other world. Turn very slightly. Very, very slightly. Close enough. Okay, I gotta connect this somehow. So I need like blocks here or something. What if I literally just put blocks there? How would that look? Not too sloppy, I guess. Maybe I could even improve it a bit. Yeah, like that. Okay, now it's just a matter of putting the glass down. It's probably easiest to go to the side like this. Then this middle part here while I use some work. Whatever. That is a window. It's a circle more than anything. But it's a design in progress, I guess. Alright, back to platforming. So like, depending on your abilities, that could mean anything. That could mean either you have magic abilities, hard or soft magic. Hard magic meaning there are rules. Like, you get, I don't know, the ability to have super strength like 5 times every year or something. But there's rules to it. There's a clear understanding. Or you have this machine that can put stuff into, and it will turn it into something else. That's another rule. Soft magic is more like the Force, or it does things depending on what you want it to do. There's not really an understanding to it. It's like willpower and stuff. It's whatever you think you want it to do. That's what it can do. So I generally prefer hard magic because it's a little more satisfying to me to have people like understand what's going on. I am more of a audio person than like a visual for the most part. And when it does come to visual things, like, they should be able to understand it from most distances, most angles. I don't necessarily like the style of up close, where it's pretty common nowadays, especially where you have the close-ups. So, like in movies and stuff, you have the actor's face for a lot of the time, and they're just kind of making a face. That's about it. That's acting now. And not a fan of it, because I can't really tell your expression through that. I prefer it if you kind of tell me how you're feeling and not just like make a face. I can't really tell, like, are you actually angry or is that just you? Oh yeah, I also use the dark oak leaves as a way to hide things. So that there's leaves and bushes coming out of the sides of the cliffs, because that's how cliffs actually are, pretty sure. Depending on how much life there is in the environment, you'll find plants pretty much everywhere. If not plants, then fungus and spores and whatnot. But you'll find life everywhere. So, you shouldn't really have full cliffs like that. Like, some of that will look good, but then this next one should be broken up, I think. So, broken up meaning it's got some bits and pieces coming out of it. Gotta get some dirt. That'll work. You can change that to... That'll change the dirt on its own. Alright. It's a little too flat here. You can also use different parts of the game for different platforming. So like, I have one that is a snake game, where you play as different snakes and different animals, specific animals. So like, you know how in Lego Star Wars, you can switch your character by pressing the left and right triggers and stuff like that? That's how it is, basically. Well, it isn't right now, because I haven't made it. But that's how I want it to be. So you play as, for example, the snake species. You have a green snake, which is like kind of like the gardener snake. It's pretty harmless. It's cute and small and adorable. I'm not very good at drawing like adorable things. That's not my drawing style. But I'm getting better, slowly. very slowly, but it is improving. Right. So up here, it's a little tricky because this is the surface. Like if you were walking towards this thing, it would be up here, and there would be just this big overhang, which looks better represented if it's down like this a bit. Give it some space to hang off. A little bit like that. Maybe a little more drastic. Something like that. I gotta sit in a different way. It's almost been an hour. I've been sitting in a way that stops blood flow to my leg. So let me just change a bit. There we go. Oh, there goes the hip. Every time. 23 years old. There goes the hip. Wow. Alright. So, let's see. If all you can do is walk and jump. Here, let's light it up a bit more. Let's go high. It's raining. Cool. Put one here. Make the entrance very obvious. I have wool structures, so kind of want to get rid of that. So you're here. This part needs more interest because as of right now, you only have one path. If you want to explore stuff, you can only go this way. If you have multiple paths, that adds to replayability, so you can replay the same level over and over and have different outcomes each time. That is fun. But you can also add this as like an open world area where you would have different paths literally just to play with. So let me just do something like that maybe. Yeah, something like this. Let me switch these out. I'll put leaves here. That should work. Would make a little bit more sense if that was jungle, but the jungle leaves are gigantic. Also, I'm using a natural texture pack, so things look a little different. And this right here is stone. It's supposed to be like a solid gray. But when it comes to making my games and stuff, I have to do everything. Like every aspect of it. I have to do the art, which means I have to be good at art making and animation and that sort of thing. I make the music, which I've already made a lot of songs, or at least a handful. And I have to make the coding, which is the trickiest part, honestly. That and animation, those are the trickiest for me. And then I gotta do the marketing and whatnot. I don't really care for that. I'm probably not gonna make money off of it, nor do I really intend to. Would be nice, I guess. But like, I could just work as well. So, it's fine. So I gotta make the arts, the music, the coding, and the designing. Which kind of is okay because when you're doing all that stuff, you kind of design it as you go. These are the same height. That's acceptable for now, as long as it's only those two. Everything else should be at a different height. So it kind of gives you a different path, and it's slightly like based on your personality. So like you enter through here. If you like more uniform looking things, more symmetrical, you're probably likely to go this path because of these two bushes here. And I would have something going this way. That would be more symmetrical. If you like more natural, chaotic things, you probably would go this way. And there would be hidden secrets as well, like here. But it's more chaotic. There's this thing coming out of it. And I guess I could add stuff. Doesn't make sense to have leaves here. It would be too dark. But I can add stuff like that. Or maybe hanging up there. Need regular dirt. A lot of caves are brown. Hang on, what can I put down here? Maybe something like that. Okay. So, let's add a secret thing over here. Let's do it one block and then it'll expand. I could make it a little mysterious and add like human-made stairs. So like brick stairs or something. But part of the setting is that it's been over 1,000 years now. Several different apocalypses have already happened. And the human population is pretty low. It's like around 4 billion. And a lot of the natural world is kind of natural again. So there's lots of more remote places that don't have any human like buildings or anything. More animals and whatnot. So instead of stone bricks, what if I used wood? Which type of wood though? Spruce might look good, maybe oak. Try dark oak as well. So I want to have it like laying down. So like, what about this? I gotta do it 1 block away so I can actually enter and exit. It kind of fits in a little bit. Oak wood. It's a little bit too light. In general, trees are dark brown. It's a little too dark. I'll go with spruce. So I could add, first of all, I can add spruce trees, like actual trees. It's very risky to do, so maybe I'll avoid, I'll keep it, but I'll try to manage it a bit. Spruce leaves, and then, where is it? Materials, bone meal, here. So let's do it this way. Just take another swig of that. It's always thunder, jeez. Let's make it a little bit taller. Like this. Oh boy, it's a tall one. Alright, I can deal with that. And down we go. It's a bit too tall, actually. Yeah, I gotta break this down. Dang. If I wanted to, I could turn fire spreads on and let it do its work. Instead of having to break this. Or have a little bit more fun with it. As long as I keep it safe. Should be around here somewhere. Oh, there's a fire charge, but not what I was looking for. It's right around here. Could have sworn. Unless it's in decorations for some reason. There's nowhere to search anything, by the way. I'm old school. Here it is. I'll replace the leaves. Alright, we're going in. Oh yeah, TNT explodes. Should have removed the mob for the drops, tile drops. That should work. And get rid of this stuff too. Alright, that's enough of that. Only needed to get rid of the top part. A little lower, make it a little safer for myself. Yeah, I can blow this up now. Here, that'll work. Okay, maybe try again. Hopefully it's not the same gigantic tree. No, I don't know what I was expecting, actually. So, screw it. Got rid of some of the work for me. Maybe if I just delete the logs, it'll drop on its own. Alright, I'll just do it manually. This is taking too long. It's already been an hour. So, let me collect the spruce leaves. Break this up. Spruce trees, I think, actually do have a lot of sticks coming out of them. So, I'll just represent that a little bit. Something like that, maybe. But they're all covered, though. They do have them. Okay, I'll go at the same level. Make it that way. So, see, if I can only move and jump, then I can play with elevation. So I can play with how high things up. How high up things are. That means I can have drops, I can have climbs. If I combine both of them in the same spot, I could create danger. So like you could fall. But what if you go the other way? What if instead of the danger being you fall, the danger is you go up? So like, what if you are in some type of deep cave where you can't go up really fast because of the pressure? That would be dangerous. In fact, that might be too dangerous. How about something nicer? Like, you're in a boat, or you're in a submarine, something that floats. You're on a piece of wood, or driftwood. And you're tiny, like the snake game. So you're small and you're on a piece of wood, and there's a river. So you have to like hold onto stones to make yourself heavier. And if you let go of them, you gain buoyancy, which forces you to go up. So once you let go of the stone, how do you go back down? Because once you make a mistake, is that it? You can't go back down anymore? That would mean it's a one-time thing. So you can't like hold on to multiple stones. Or you can, but once you let go, that's it. be there's two characters and they go after the stone for you, but they can only do that a couple of times. That would work. So like there's snakes in there, but there's also turtles, hawks, all sorts of things. This needs to be a lot wider. Alright, there we go. Building trees. Happy little trees. Some monstrosity of leaves over there. Alright, that works for now. It's good enough. Alright, I have excess amounts of these. That works. So, symmetrically, you're inclined to go this way. Going through here. Oh, look at that, a gigantic tree. How did that hide behind the cliff? And then, not only that, there appears to be fallen logs too that you can presumably climb. There's one there, and then a bit of a hill where the tree fell from. And another tree has fallen from here. I like that. Kind of smooth this out a bit. Okay. Now it makes sense to have us flat here, and then put the tree down, like that. Add a bit of stone in there. There we go. And some leaves on the ground, I guess. Oh, that's not the ground yet. It's a bit higher up. And then it's the ground. Should be in like configuration like that. Maybe it's missing a couple pieces. I don't know, maybe I'll get rid of that, but whatever. So you can go through here and start climbing up the fallen trees. Okay. Maybe then I'll have another tall tree here. Let's do it here. It's being blocked by these guys. There we go. Yeah, add some natural environments to this. Not along the path. So we'll leave that open. There we go. So we got the natural tree here. From there, this should be the danger. So you climb here. It takes some actual like button presses and work to climb to this spot. Then it drops. Let's make it drop a little bit more suddenly. Like that. But not too suddenly that you can't take a shortcut by, if you're good at it, running and jumping here. So for example, if this wasn't here, if I just had a 2-block drop here, every time, like let's say there is a platform you have to reach that is on these leaves. Okay, so like you climb over here. You gotta jump on that platform. Every time you fail it, you fall down, and there's these 2 blocks here. This prevents you from jumping back and immediately trying again. That's annoying, especially if my controls are off or something. So instead of having to wander all the way across and climbing all the way back up again, I think that does add replayability, but it's cheap. It's not quality, it's not fun. Instead, add a shortcut, but it requires skill. So you could add a shortcut kind of like this. Something like that. So every time you fail the jump, you fall down here, you can actually make your way back up pretty quickly. And you're only limited in that sense by your turning speed. So that also changes the position of the platform a bit. Instead of coming out of this tree, it might be a different tree. So if I do it here, it might be right here. This will be the platform. So now the goal has changed. Now instead of a platform being right here, where you fail once and you gotta start over, the platform's over there. So the challenge has been, from this log, make it over there. So I'll add a stick coming out of it. That gives you 2 things. You would want to come here because it gets you as close as possible to the next platform, but it's a little off to the side. So you make the decision. Is it worth moving off to the side to get a little closer? Or is it better to stay straight even if you're 1 block back? So if you're really good at jumping long distances, you could go here. That way you only focus on going straight in a really long jump. If you're not as good at timing it, you might want to come here. Even if it's a bit off to the side, it's technically safer. So you could do it like that, much easier. All because this block is off to the side a bit. That's what I'm thinking. So the goal has changed from going to the platform that doesn't exist anymore here, to actually making it here in 1 jump, as opposed to if you fall, you have to jump twice just to come back here. So yeah, you would jump there and then to the platform. So here. And this platform can be designed any way you want. So once that's there, now you have reset. Now you're at a different location. And now the challenge begins again. So now you have to create a new challenge. This time you could have it a little different. Instead of jumping from platform to platform, you're just climbing. The danger being you fall. Instead, you could change the buttons. Instead of pressing a button to jump, you move a control stick. So you would be climbing vines instead. So it could be something like, I'll put a stone here around this area. Like that, sort of. Put it away here. Something like just a random stone wall. add a tree to it. Like over here. Something stopping this from growing? What's going on? Alright, maybe a block higher. That might help. Maybe it's trying to grow in this thing's here. Yeah, it was too close to that. Okay, so now that this tree's here, you can implement that a bit. You can notice how there's different levels of ecosystem. So this tree takes up the niche of really high up sunlight. You should have stuff at the bottom that still needs sunlight, but it's not like, it's more of a crawler, not crawler, a sprawl type of thing. A cover crop, basically. It spreads on the ground more than a tree. Okay, so anyway, it's getting a little cramped in here, which is good. That gives you lots of things to play with. So like here, this doesn't have to be a secret anymore. It's already a secret in here. Like it coming in here is already a secret. You don't need two in a row. So you go down here and you end up in this enclosed area as soon as I enclose it. Let's add some dirt here. Like that. Alright. So I'm back to this problem. If you go this path, you end up here. There's not really a way to move forward other than vines here. If I put vines here, like do a sort of natural barrier here, so you can't just shortcut your way and climb up there. You at the very least have to make it to this platform. Like that. Then here, I could include vines, which I don't have right now. There they are. Gotta be careful with these though, because they do spread. So maybe I'll make it a block in. Something like that. That does add to the depth of this inside though. So maybe I'll fix that like that. Alright, so once you have your path here, what does it lead to? And what does it do when it leads to it? So here it leads to like this section up here. You go up. And as you go up, it makes it more dangerous for you to fall all the way down. It does two things at the same time. So let's make it go only that high up. So now you're here. So I want the walls to be higher. Yeah. Something like that. This cliff side too. Like, I could have it overhang as long as it indents a bit. So like, as long as it goes like this, that way you can't climb the vines all the way up. I know you still can here, but you wouldn't be able to for balancing purposes. It adds more decoration. It does kind of break the shortcut, like you can just climb up here. So you wouldn't be able to climb those. But that's the thing. In my game, I have seen, well, I've seen other games where it doesn't make any sense. Like, for example, I built this whole path for you to go here and climb these vines so you could stand here. And then eventually, like, go to this side. There's vines here. This whole time, why couldn't you just use these? If you're capable of climbing vines here, why can't you climb them here? There's no explanation for it. So I want to exploit that and provide or if I can't, provide an explanation to why you can't. So like, if you're capable of climbing these, why would you bother with that entire shortcut or the entire path over there? Why would you bother playing the game? Well, you could do this, but then maybe at the top, it wouldn't be connected to everything else. So once you reach the top, first of all, you're really high up now. So maybe you can't get off until you're extremely high up. So like, all of a sudden, there's a tree here. I don't think it'll be able to grow there. So I'll just make one myself. To that, oh, one lower. Let's say there's a tree there. And it's blocking your path. It's blocking the path so that you can't land. So yeah, you could go up, but you're gonna be forced to go all the way up. Let's do it like this a little bit. Put one here, and then surround it a bit. Something like that, maybe. Alright. So yeah, the point for you is to travel through here. Let's say you're going through the outside. You find this secret area. You go in. The torches are there to make it easier to see in the stream. So you're going through here. There you go. You have different options to make it there. So you make it there. Then you make it up here. And you go up the vines, a short way up. And you find a big landing for you to rest at. I don't know what these are called. Are they called rest or are they called landings? I don't know. They got this big surface area for you to stand on. And then you move on with the rest of the game. Or you could kind of ignore the pathway here and instead go exploring, and then you find this thing. You think it's kind of cool, and you realize there's actually a path from the outside to do this. So next time, if you really wanted to, you could speedrun this and just move all the way to the river, go under here, and then go directly to the vine, and you're already at the top. Except for speedrunning, there is a planning on doing a game mode specifically for speedrunning that has like a built-in timer. It has the built-in sections and built-in timers, but whatever, that's a different topic. So you could use this vine to kind of shortcut your way through it, but you would end up here, really far from everything. In fact, maybe a little farther. And there's no way to make it down safely. So it's a risk. From here, your only other way to make it down safely would be to land on something else. Something else that's high up. I'm not sure what. Could be another tree. Or it could be part of the cliff system down here. Yeah, it could do like a cliff you could walk along the edge of the cliff. So like, it's supposed to be around this height anyway. Let's do something like this. Yeah. Well, maybe not this part. A little bit more this way. Okay. So then you just gotta connect these towers all the way up. Oh, it's actually a little short. Let's do it here. There we go. Something like that. It's slowly coming together piece by piece. Okay. So once you make it all the way up here, you actually end up at the top again, at the surface. And your goal is actually to make it like on this side. Or what is your goal actually? Let's see. You spawn somewhere over here. This doesn't represent it, but it could, I guess. So you spawn over here somewhere. You can go into the cave. Like, this is blocking everything behind it, basically. Find another cave or doorway or something. And then it's a little far, but you end up here. You could go this path behind the waterfall, of course. Or you could go this way with the secret passage and everything. And lots of things to jump around and play on. There we go. So you go up here, and this should have an end goal. So maybe I'll add a big doorway here, so that you could drop down, and this would be the same path as if you walked along the edge and found this secret path. You would notice this big hole in the wall probably, and see that there's actually another way to make it there. So then this is a common area then. I should include something here. I'm not sure what. Maybe like a stash of crystals or something. Something gameplay related that is helpful to the player. Also gotta make these taller. Alright, I'm still tired. Kinda wanna sleep. But let's see. Yeah, something like that could work. And then surface could be a bit more this way. And then like dramatically change direction. Yeah. Kind of like that. Alright, it's somewhat coming together. Just make this. Just a couple lines. Don't want it to shadow the trees too much. Which would be difficult because the trees are pretty, like, just there on the other side. Okay, running into some difficulties here. Maybe I can change the height of these. A bit too dramatic there. Too much of a steep fall. But something like that could work. Like that. Yeah. I'll work on it a bit more. But yeah, there's that. Okay, so once you have the point of game designing is to make them do what you want them to do. So a lot of it is like chores. Like you have to walk over there and do this thing and push the buttons and talk to this guy and do the quest and whatever. So how do you make those fun? It's a age-old question. Even when it comes to like parenting and stuff. How do you make them do what you want them to? Well, you trick them to thinking that they want to do it themselves. So you offer things like, if you find all the different paths or something, there should be a way for you to know that you found them all. But if you do find them all, maybe you'll collect all of the things. Or once you do collect all the things, you'll get another bonus, a secret thing. Like for me, for example, I enjoy making music with different types of instruments and stuff. They're changing the instruments in the songs. So I have the idea of having the actual instruments in the game. You have the theme song and stuff, but the theme song with a guitar, you could unlock it by finding where the guitar is. So there's a guitar like hidden in the world. You have to find it, and either you just find it and you can access the theme song with the guitar, or you have to learn how to play it. I kind of want you to learn how to play it, like in the game, in the little like mini game or something, because later on bad stuff happens and you basically become a teacher unwillingly to like a bunch of little kids and stuff, and you remember like you had a music teacher or something, or somebody. I never really did, but in the game you probably could. Anyway, you should remember how the mini game works, because now you're playing the mini game, but without the instructions basically. So for example, you know the dancing mini games where they have like the arrows and stuff? Or a better example with note blocks. I'll go get them. So for example, you have a mini game where you have to press the block in the right order. You can't do it in creative though. I could go in my natural world and do it. Or actually I could just change the game mode. So let me get different textures here. Here, this could work. Alright, let me change the audio. And the game mode. It's a bit too quiet. Let me try it with, what does this sound like? Alright, I'll use the wood. So, and the dirt. Let's just do it like that. Okay, dirt. Put here. Glass too, I guess. Setting it up. Let's go with okay. This is kind of how the mini game would work. Here you are with different instruments. Yeah, this one. I kind of want to get rid of that one. It's too quiet. The wood. Also, I should make this a little safer for myself. See, instead of that, I can use air blocks. Wait, it is air blocks. Huh. God damn it, Thunder, not now. Okay, instead of that, what can I use? What's another good block that makes a noise? I have some here. Wool. Wool might work. Unless it's the same sound as the piano. It's a guitar. Cool. Okay. So, let's see if I can show you now. Yeah. So basically, part of the mini game is, in the beginning, I play some of the theme song, and you have to play it in the guitar by pressing the correct buttons. This is assuming you found the guitar in the game. So it would be like, and you would, no, it would be more like, and you would have to repeat that. So the mini game is, the music plays first, and then you follow. You copy it. Failed. Try again. You passed. Next part of the song. Now you try it. I think I failed, I forgot. But yeah, that's the minigame. The thing is, afterwards, when a certain apocalyptic event happens, you have a group of students now, and you are teaching them music. You don't have the theme song, like, playing first and then you copy it. You have to play it, and then they copy you. So you actually have to know what you're doing in order for you to teach anybody. So if you do it wrong, it's gonna sound off, or maybe the game fails you or something. But you have to know what order to actually play the song in. So it would be like, and you have to know that that's the correct order. That is how the game works, or the That's how the, what do you call it? Oh yeah, I am not in survival, or I'm in survival, not in creative. Alright, where's my stuff? That's the wrong way. There it is, over there. Just running into a wall. Should be on this side. Yep, here we go. Gotta be careful I don't open up the map by accident. Had experience points apparently. Alright, I should be able to collect all of these. It's also really dark in here. Yeah, everything should be fine. Then I want to put that on. Potions here. Night vision is still here. I had this on me. I had the leaves on me. I think I didn't have that on me. Dirt, definitely. Not this. I'm missing a couple things actually. Stone. The chest goes there. Looks to be about it. I had the vines. Then I didn't have something here. I guess the stairs. Yeah. So that's how the minigame works. Or at least how I want it to work. Copy the song, you learn it, then you have to do the song, and other people learn from you. So that's kind of all I wanted to do today for this. I could play another game and stream that, or just kind of relax. And it's 11:33 in the morning. It's Sunday. I'm not sure if we're gonna go anywhere or do anything. I probably am not needed in the kitchen right now. Today, I mean. Usually I help out doing stuff. But probably not today. I never really came up with an ending for this. So like, you're up here, you follow this path, cool. Where does this path go? Like, does this path just lead up? Is that all it does? Let me switch this around. So if that's all that this path does, well then, maybe I'll end it like here. Like that. And then add vines to it. Hiccups. So then now you're up here. So I guess part of the point would be to climb up then, since that's all that these paths do is just climb up. So then there must be something important up here. Maybe a way out, maybe the ending of the level, something. Or a new device. Like, I like when you find new things that you can use when you replay the level. So like maybe you'll find a water gun and you can use it with the waterfall. And the water gun's like super powerful or something. Or a jetpack with water. Something. Maybe a sprinkler system. And you can water the trees and they'll grow taller. I don't know. It's all creativity, it's all a matter of thinking. So I'm gonna save and exit. Or exit and save. Let's sit back up. Okay. Pulling on the microphone because the cables are all over the place. Alright. Haha, Leo. Yeah, I know. I never really solved the problem of the brewing stand. In my normal world, there's not really much I can do until I solve those problems. The most I can do is do my tree farm. But I have blaze rods in my inventory, and they're taking up space, and the only way to get rid of them is to make a brewing stand and put in the blaze powder. That means I need to find a place to make a brewing stand. That's what's blocking me. That one inventory slot is gonna cost me so much time trying to figure out where to build it. I guess I can't really figure it out without going into the world anyway. Maybe I can figure it out. Let's see. Why can't I just put it like behind the nether portal? Like right here. Right smack here. That could work. Besides which, I am pretty sure that this wall actually has like pillars and stuff on it. It's probably safe to do it here. I was gonna fly. I can't fly right now. Yeah. I'll go back and learn the rest of this building. And then I can probably finish the building. Well, not really. I'll get some more progress in the building. Oh yeah. I forgot to include stuff here. Hang on. Never mind. So like, I have music from like the game and stuff that I'm making. I have music that I've created, and I figured out how to play it during stream. I'm just not sure how loud it'll be, but whatever. Okay, so here it's just stone bricks. And at this level it is 1, 2, 3 of stone bricks. And these are stairs. And on the third one, it's also here, third one. And then 4 of those dark oak. I need some stairs here. Like, what if let's see, from the outside, it looks kind of like that. Like there's ground here, basically. I don't know where, but like here. In fact, that part's underground. The actual ground's right here. Yeah, so that's the ground level. Put a dirt block in there. So then, these pillars could just continuously go all the way down. Or maybe I could like, what do you call it? Add some stone brick things here. No, it's gotta be wider than that. Plus it would help on the inside too. So I do it like that. Maybe something like this. It looks like it has big feet. What if I break this? There's nothing here. Something like that could work. There's not really a way to make this stronger. I can't add an arc here or something. Maybe I could add one here. Let me see from the inside. Yeah, this could be like a solid block here. So it could be like, whoops, like that. We'll see. That's mostly just to cover that up. It doesn't make much of a difference. Here is the big difference. Here I could put an indent like that. And then, no, I can't undo that. I gotta remake it. So that was here. I can probably do something like this though. Yeah, something like that. What if I use slabs? Let's go with slabs. Slabs here too. No, I think that has to be stairs here. Here could probably be slabs or like a jack-o'-lantern or something. Nope, it's gotta be stairs. Alright. Brewing stand I can put down now. Right there, like that. The backdrop could also be like a different color, or maybe just use different stairs. Kind of like that. Lag. Maybe for the highlights like that. No, it just looks weird. How about the backdrop here? Like these. These blocks are the ones that could probably change to dark oak. So you can grab a dark oak block. Yeah, there's nothing wrong if these are dark oak here. Add like a stripe here or something. Stripe wouldn't really work. That should stay that way. Maybe some stairs here. Whenever you don't know, always add stairs, apparently. Oh, I know. Dark oak there, stairs there. Or in fact, this could probably be a jack-o'-lantern. So I can do those two. Either facing outside or facing the inside. See it right now, it's not facing the inside. Yeah, something like that. That could work. Okay, so I'm standing here. Stone bricks. 3 here. Indent like that. Alright, let's see if I remember. I'm still very curious. Who in the world could possibly be watching? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think it's anybody I know. There's also no way of me figuring it out, by the way. I can't click on the number of viewers and it'll tell me. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so this will be 3. There's a pickaxe. I need some stairs here. Well, let's see. That's where the stairs go. So the background for it's over there. So then that's where the stairs go here. So then this is empty. Yeah. Goes that high up. Now for the background. I think this part was empty. The columns go down here. Pretty sure. Because that middle part's where the fence goes. Yeah, and then there's a middle column here, I think. Kinda looks about right. Hoping that's right. Really should have taken better measurements instead of just looking at it. I know this part has a backdrop, so how do I connect the backdrop there? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just gonna use up these 7 stone bricks anywhere really and call it a day. I could just use up like 1 and make stairs. Do I really need stairs anywhere? Yeah, I need them for here. Okay. Does the furnace have anything? Charcoal. Just collect that. Put it in. There we go. Let's see, I'm going to need dirt, which I don't have any of. Okay. How much is in the furnace? Just used up a piece of charcoal. Dang it. Okay, we'll just use this a bit of amount of dirt here. Hopefully this is enough. Actually, I'll go this way. Pretty sure it's supposed to go this way. Whoops. Something seems off though, like... Yeah, it's supposed to have slabs in the middle. I think. So how am I gonna connect these two here? Yeah, I put it too close. That was my mistake. It's supposed to actually be on this side. Okay, I don't need any more dirt other than 2 blocks here. And like 1 here. Well, other side. I don't have a way to get there. Right there. Okay, once I make more stone bricks, I can do that. Come on. A little more. 1 more piece. I gotta smelt 3 pieces of wood. There we go. That should smelt all of those. I'm gonna have to wait for that. In the meantime, I used my shovel, which means I left something else over here. Probably the pickaxe. Also remember to feed your motion monsters. If you have any. Okay, that should be the last one. There we go. Perfect. So I'm gonna have a bit of charcoal again, which is awesome. And now I ran into the problem of I need more cobblestone. So I need to make I need to make dark oak stairs. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and do that. Do I not have any more? Because I built this entire building and this other one with dark oak stairs. Except this one has spruce. Do I literally not have any stairs? Anywhere. Not in the inventory, not anywhere. I even built that thing out of dark oak stairs. Apparently I used them all. I really hope so. And I don't find a random one over there somewhere. Because I only need to make this one time. Oh. Alright. Crap. I'll just put this here. It's a placeholder. How do I want to put this? Probably like that. Something like this. I'll leave the sand in there. That zombie piglin is a bit of a problem. I don't know if he attacks villagers, I forgot. I don't have any cobblestone at all. Who doesn't mind me eating pork chops? Alright, cobblestone, I can get a bit more. I only need 4 pieces anyway. I can get it from somewhere. From right here. I think I only need 3 pieces actually. Oh well, GG. Yeah, I only need 3 pieces. Whoops. I think I make it like that. There we go. I'll make another shovel. Oh, I would if I could. There. Really shouldn't have used the dark oak for sticks, but I built enough things, it's fine. And then this has to be broken down. There. It's ready to go. So hopefully that's the permanent spot where that's going to be. So now that freed up an inventory slot. Or 2. Where's the zombie? Guy. Piglin. Maybe I should have kept an eye on him. Did he despawn? Is he in my house? Zombie? Not in there. I'm gonna hope he despawned. Maybe he found his way back home. Getting chills all of a sudden. Okay, so now that I have another shovel, I guess I don't have to dig this out anymore. I was kind of hoping I would. So I'm going to need more stone and dark oak slabs. I'll make some slabs. I should do it. This goes here. Shovel goes there. Alright. Hopefully this is a good amount to progress with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it'll last. Okay. Should probably add like a middle section, but I don't think I can. 4 more slabs. What to do with them? Put them here. Use the shovel. I got a shovel now, and I actually need to use it. Nah, it's fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna need more regular slabs or something, I don't know. More stone brick slabs. Okay, the brewing stand is done. Everything else is done. Now I can focus on the trees and the highway, I think. I'll get rid of the glowstone dust by putting it in here. The nether wart I can't really get rid of. Unless I go get more soul sand or something to plant it on. Other than that, I would have to brew it. And I don't really have anything to make potions with. Like, I can buy glass for glass bottles and stuff. And I guess I can make speed potions. That's what I used to do last time I had a really big farm. Plus, I guess it would be helpful for building this thing. Not any fancy speed potions, just regular sugar. Problem is, it uses up the blaze powder thing. Which I suppose it's fine since I spawn literally next to a blaze spawner. And it is renewable. It's just literally a consumable item. So, typically in games, I never use the items, the consumable items. Yeah, you can get more, but like, I don't know, it's the, what do you call it? Accustomed. I'm used to like, not having a ton of money, so like saving up and stuff. So I don't really use the items even though I can. So let's see, to cut down trees I'm gonna need this. And the bed with me, and a crafting table. That's about it really. So once I fill this up with wood and saplings, then what? Then I go get glass. But I have sand with me and that's gonna get in the way. Did I put anything useful away here? Stone brick slabs, I could use these right now. Hopefully all my villagers are still alive. I didn't check last time before I saved. I don't think I checked. Okay, I can use these now that this is open. And I think I'm supposed to use it here. Oh, I could also use the regular, what do you call it? Stone slabs. But I got a ton of these now, so might as well. Could also add like little pathways. Let's do one here. Crap, it grew. It's not very symmetrical, but that is. And then fill the rest of it in with either soul sand or what do you call it? Spruce slabs. I don't have to replant it, it's fine. Yeah, this will be fine. So I didn't use all of these slabs yet. Crap. There is one more use for it here. Now I only have 8 more. And that's supposed to go like over here by the fire. But I don't know where the fire goes yet, so I can't get rid of these yet so far. That's fine. I'll keep the slabs on me for now. It's not like I can get rid of them. Alright, that's all I can do. I would like to use up the shovel a bit more, but there's nothing to dig right now. There's not gonna be very much to dig for a long time. I am going to need jack-o'-lanterns actually. But I can get those relatively quickly and at any time. So I'm gonna move all my stuff over to the tree farm. That includes this and this. I want to put the saplings in here, but there's nothing really to cook yet, except for maybe kelp, which I can get from here. I should probably expand the kelp farm a bit. Just give me a little bit more every time. Shovel. Go a little farther. I can afford to collect this sand. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah. Full stack, exactly. Alright. There we go. And I got 2 left over. Can smelt that. And then head back over here. Nether warts. Can't I use that for something? You can make nether wart blocks, can't you? Maybe I don't know how. Can you make nether wart blocks maybe by cooking them? Maybe you need 9 of them. I only used 4. I'm checking to see if all the villagers are alive. Librarian's okay. Farmer. Hopefully it's fine. I don't really see him. Please be okay. You're my only source of emeralds. That's like easy. Crap, I don't find. If I can't find them, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because he's probably not like in the previous save or anything. A little worried, I don't see him anywhere. Maybe he's like in the house or something. I already checked the houses. Maybe he's really hiding. There he is. Piece of crap scared me. He was really hiding from me. Alright. Chop in time. And don't mean the musician. There's no way he didn't say chopping time. Because that's his name. Like, randomly in conversations. Like, it's go time. It's chopping time. It's like that girl, what's her name? Kay Bacon. I think her last name's literally Bacon. I don't know. But she uses it in every conversation. Or every what do you call it? Video. That tree is also usable to cut down, able to cut down, ready to cut down. Okay, putting that down, it's go time. So since I put all my saplings over there, I don't have any right now, other than the ones I'm collecting at this moment. Hey, I also wrote a song yesterday, since I had a really bad mood and stuff. I only do songs that do not repeat. They rhyme, but they don't repeat each other. So there's no, like, the chorus again. It's more like you're telling a story, and your words just kind of happen to rhyme. That's my style of doing it. I think it's a little higher quality. It's also more or less catchy, for sure. Because instead of memorizing like a sentence or two sentences and repeating them over and over, you have to memorize a story. Which, to be fair, stories are a little easier to memorize, but not nearly as easy as a couple sentences, or like the same word over and over, with like pop songs and stuff. And I am not very good at making like electronic beats, so like the thumpy thump thing, the techno type of thing. I'm not the best at it, but that's because I haven't figured it out yet. It seems relatively simple, but I don't know, I guess my timing is off or something. Because I always try to like mix it up, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to kind of keep it the same and just repeat over and over. Just feel bad doing it, like I'm being lazy and expecting credit for it. Just feels wrong. The same reason why I don't want to make video games that have like assets that somebody else made. It could be things like physical models, or not physical models, but the actual like game models, like a rock. Somebody created a rock that looks realistic, and you can use it for your game. Here, go ahead. Yeah, I could, but I kind of would want to make my own rock, because it would be my own art style, consistently. And then I could very honestly say that I made this entirely by myself. The only thing I didn't do was program the computer and whatnot, like I wrote the code for the game. I didn't make the computer from scratch by melting steel and whatnot. I bought the computer. That's about it. Downloaded the free software, downloaded a bunch of stuff, and went to work. Although I know it's a meme or something, it's fairly common that programmers use other people's code, and then they're like, hey, I copied your code. It's not my code. I actually copied from someone else too. Just because I guess it makes everything a lot faster, since it's pretty tedious, repetitive, but not repetitive enough where you have to you cannot pay attention. You still have to pay attention, so you don't make any mistakes. Alright, I have enough wood. To make it easy on myself, I already went a bit of the way with glass and stairs, which is the trickiest part of this, doing this part. In fact, I learned my lesson before so many times. Every time I come up here, before I start messing around, I gotta save. Because inevitably I'm gonna fall off the edge, I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna have to do the freaking Nether Fortress thing again. No, I was gonna make it easy on myself and save right now. Even if the game takes a bit longer and lags for a while. Alright, so here, what goes here? Nothing. I should be perfectly safe up until this point. So I'll build a pillar here. I also need to build some here. Lucky for me, this was already mostly done. And this part needs one too. But I'll drop into the ocean for now. I don't have enough wood on me to finish both of those. So I'll only finish one. And I should be left with around 20 blocks left. 21 blocks, something like that. That cleric is getting pretty close to the water. I don't like it. I really gotta fence those guys in. They're getting too comfortable with the river. I don't have any torches in the river or along the river. Okay. So, I do need to bring more jack-o'-lanterns here. Definitely. I can do that. Put this up here. And then I can move the water along. Yeah, that's the plan. Should have ridden the boat. Make traveling faster. That's the whole point of this. In fact, I'm not sure. Is the boat going to be faster than running with a swiftness potion? A default, nothing added to it, swiftness potion. Oh, I thought I died there. Alright, I can't do any more of the trees yet. So I'm going to go get the jack-o'-lanterns. Could use another pair of shears though. And none of these guys are shepherds. I only need one jack-o'-lantern. So I'm gonna keep going until my shears are in the red, probably. The more seeds I get, the more of a pain it is to get rid of them. Alright, let's see how many I get here. I'm gonna need an inventory slot. So, put it down there. It's middle of the day, actually. Thought it was a lot later. So I got 6 pumpkin seeds. I should get 6 carved pumpkins from this. 7 now with this one. here's the last one. That was a mistake. The hoe is way over there. Damn. Okay, I should have one more seed than I have carved pumpkins. Unfortunately. Okay, I'll go up to like 15. By the way, I'm not the best at reading the chat, but I can read it. If there was anything there. I'm gonna have to move the map back into my hand. Let's go home. To get rid of the pumpkin seeds, I actually need to travel the opposite direction. But these villagers are causing me concern. I should probably fence them in. I could do that multiple ways. Literally building a fence all around them. That could take some materials, mostly wood. Also, I could build walls around them. Like, what do you call it?